What's up, y'all? It's Amir, back with another video today. And in today's vid, I saw something from a guy talking about on Gilbert Arenas' podcast. He was speaking on young teams in the NBA. I believe it was Gilbert Arenas' podcast, but it could have been somewhere else. But he was basically saying how those younger teams in the NBA, he's not fond of them yet to where he believes that they can make a deeper. Actually, I know who it was. It was Paul Pierce. It was Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett's show. Yeah, he was talking about how he didn't know if he believed that all the young teams like Minnesota, the Thunder, and just other young teams like that were making out the first round if they saw the Warriors or they saw the Lakers, or even I want to say he was talking about Utah, but even for teams just a little bit slightly older, he didn't see them making it out the playoff or making it in the playoffs. The only team that he was 100% certain was making out the first round was the Nuggets. And so that made me think and wonder, do I believe that these young teams have an actual shot in the playoffs this year? And for the short answer is no. The young teams, my young team, the Thunder, as far as I'm concerned, all I need from my team is we need more experience. I like that year in and year out we've been getting better and we're getting more and more experience. This year we'll make the playoffs, hopefully. Pretty sure we'll get to the playoffs. After making the playoffs, I'm not looking for nothing else. I'm not looking to win a series. I'm not looking to get to the finals to win a championship this year, because I understand that these things take time and it's already established teams that already look better than them in terms of when it gets to the playoffs. And as for young teams like the New York Knicks or even Cleveland, Orlando, you got other teams like that. They look good, but they look good in the regular season. And for people that don't see it that way and don't realize what I mean by regular season good is you play all your games nice and well. Y'all have coordinated a nice game plan per night, and y'all go out and y'all win every 3 out of 4 games. You can do that. But when the playoffs come, it's time to play hard-nosed defense. It's time to game plan for one team. You got to run your offense through a guy. You got to be able to take on whatever they're doing. And in the playoffs, you need what? You need experience. And for a lot of people, they don't have that experience that you need. And the reason for not having the experience that you need is why? Why don't you have the experience that you need? It's because you don't have that experience. You simply can't have experience that you don't have. And these younger teams that have been to the playoffs maybe one time in the last 5-6 years, or have been to play-ins like my team, the Thunder, when it gets down to those teams that you actually got to play and actually beat, it's not going to really happen. It's like when you play up against older guys at the gym who's been playing here for a while. Yeah, you might have run everybody else off the court, but when it's really time to win, they're going to start playing more physical. They're going to start trying a little bit harder, and they're going to get you off the court. And that's not to say that it's the same thing, but it's just an example of how you can see older, veteran, experienced guys, when it's time to win, they know how to win. So with the Thunder, as far as we making the playoffs, that's what I'm happy with. That's what I want to do. The first round, if we see the Lakers, I'm scared. If we see the Warriors, I'm scared. If we see the Kings, I'm cool with seeing the Kings because the Kings aren't as experienced. But in terms of seeing those experienced teams like the Clippers later on, the Nuggets, the Suns, these are teams that I'm not looking for. In terms of the East, if Orlando got to see Boston or Cleveland's better, but Boston or Milwaukee, it's pretty much wraps just off experience alone. It doesn't matter how good you've been. Now for the Magic, they haven't been as good as the Thunder or the Timberwolves have been, but just saying, for a super young team, it's going to be very, very, very hard for you to be able to beat teams that's been here and done that. Now, at some point, you do have to just get to the mode of where it's a new time in the NBA, it's a new reign in the league, and that could be what's happening with the league today. You never know. But as far as for me, I'm not going up against those older teams. When I look at a team that I believe is going to win the title this year, it's an experienced team. So for me, as of right now, I'm believing that the Bucks can do it. I'm believing, even though they've been having struggles, I think that the Bucks have an opportunity to win that ship. If they win the ship, why? It's because they have two of the best players in the league. They have a well-rounded team, and they have what? They all have experience. They've won it before. Dame's been to the conference finals a couple of years. He's been in the playoffs. They have everything that you need. The Celtics, they have a well-rounded team, and they have what? Experience. The Nuggets, they just won it last year. They have that experience. The Clippers, they have that experience. The Suns, they have that experience. What you need to be able to win for the most part, and I haven't seen this anywhere else, and as long as the league has been a thing, for most of the time, I see guys that win championships, they won because they have that experience. They've been there before. They've done it year in and year out. It will be a time where guys are just going to move past that, but for the most part, you need guys on the team that have that experience to tell you what you got to do in the playoffs, because the playoffs, to me, look much different than the regular season. Guys, buckle down. It's a lot more half-court offense. It's a lot more sets. It's a lot more physical. It's a lot more defense. It's a lot more team-oriented play. It's not loosely fitted, not loosely made, not loosely thrown out play. Guys are going to be playing. It's no more injury reserves. If you're not truly injured, you're going to be playing. You're going to be playing to save the season. And for the younger teams in the league, I'm just not sure that they're ready to take that next step. But whenever they are ready to take that next step, you're not going to be able to see it. It's just going to happen. So it could happen, but in my opinion, I'm not seeing these young teams be able to take out these older, experienced teams just yet. But it's about to be a completely different change in the league in the next up and coming years, and I'm excited for it. So I want y'all to let me know what y'all think in the comment sections. Are these young teams ready to take over these older teams? If so, what teams that's younger do you have winning the championship this year? But for me, I'm still going with those older teams as far as this year at least. That's just from my eyes to yours. I appreciate you guys for watching the video today, and I'm out, bro. Peace.